Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And in this video beta, we are moving on to the fourth phylum, that is the Platyhelminthes. Okay, so till now we have covered our three phylums, right? Porifera, Coelenterata in the brackets, Nidaria, and last one was the Ctenophora, right? These three we have already covered, right? And the fourth one we will be covering up in this video, fine? So pattern for all the three phylums that we have covered till now beta, Porifera, Coelenterata and Ctenophora. It remains the same. In the first video I tell you what beta, the general characteristic. In the second video I tell you if they have any characteristic feature which is differentiating them from the rest of the phylums. I am also elaborating it and explaining it in the second part of that particular phylum, right? The third video comes up with the physiological features of that particular phylum. Fine. For example, in Porifera, we had done the second video, which was an important characteristic feature just for the poriferans, that was the water canal system, right? And in the second video, beta, in the Coelenterata, what we did the alternation of generation, the polyp forms, the medusa forms, right? All of them were covered, right? And the third one, which was the smallest phylum, which is a very small phylum, very little bit of detail only, not much of detail we have studied in that, very limited options. Okay, that was the Ctenophora. We have covered it up all, right? So I just want to tell you beta, the pattern in which we will be following the rest of the phylums also, it will remain the same, right? The pattern will entirely remain the same. You have to jot down all the points, you have to memorize all the points in the same manner, in the same fashion. Okay, you don't have to arrange it in a haphazard manner like in this beta. In the Platyhelminthes general characteristic, this is the particular order in which we have done all the phylums till now. Fine. So it is very important for you to understand these all phylums and understand the sequence, learn the sequence and memorize the same sequence in your mind. This is how you will be able to learn and grab up. If not, then cramming is the only option and it won't help you, because eventually when you are sitting in the exam, you will eventually not be able to remember. So the best part is, I am telling you there is a way to learn it. What is the way? Just remember the sequence. If you remember the sequence and you remember the sequence of the phylums in which we are doing, you will remember everything better. This chapter will be the easiest then. Okay? So first one is the video of the general characteristics. Second, any special characteristic feature that has to be explained. That is in the second video. And in the third one, what we have done the physiological features. Fine. So this is the pattern we are following, and for the upcoming phylums also beta, till the end phylum, last phylum, right? What we have to do, we have to follow the same pattern. Okay. So now let's begin with our fourth phylum, that is beta Platyhelminthes. Okay. So today we are just doing the general characteristic in this video. So beta Platyhelminthes. Platy means flat. Platy means flat. Okay. So Platyhelminthes are also known as the flatworms. They are also known as flatworms. There is another worm present in your animal kingdom family. Can anyone tell me which one is that? That another worm beta refers to the roundworms. There are roundworms also, right? Which phylum has roundworms beta? Aschelminths. Okay? Just like our Platyhelminthes beta, we call them what? We call them flatworms. Okay. In a similar manner, you will be studying more phylums. One phylum is Aschelminths, which is also known as the roundworms. Okay. Now let me tell you one important point. These Platyhelminthes beta, they are flat, right? But they are flat from where? They are flat from dorsoventral position. Dorsoventral position. Okay, they are or you can also say they are dorsoventrally flattened. They are dorsoventrally flattened. Okay, And this is one important point here, beta. They are dorso-ventrally flattened, but they are not anterior-posteriorly flattened. Anterior-posteriorly flattened. Very, very important point to note down here, beta. They are dorso-ventrally flattened. I said you that platyhelminths, they are known as what? They are known as flat worms, right? But they are flat from which area, beta? Anteriorly, posteriorly, dorsally or ventrally? You will say that they are dorso-ventrally flattened. They are not anterior-posteriorly flattened. Got it? Okay. Let's move to now beta habit and habitat. We have been following the same sequence, right? So habit means what is their habit, where they live. Habitat means what do they perform, right? Habitat is a place where the individual lives, and habit is what is their daily habits, what do they do. Okay, so beta, terrestrial, aquatic, free living parasite, that means this lives. The platyhelminths, they can be found either in water bodies, right, or they can be found on land, or they can be formed beta in other forms such as free living parasites. Okay, so parasites means they depend upon host. Wait, let me just erase this. Please note down these points. Before I erase, just note down each and everything which is on the board, because I don't have much of space, so I will be erasing it again and again. So it's important whenever I speak something or whenever I'm writing something important on the board, you can just note it down there and then. Okay. Okay. So I was telling you about beta what? Okay. I was telling you about the free living parasites. So beta, parasite means they depend upon host. They depend on host for their food / you can also write for their survival. Okay, so parasites beta, they depend upon host. This you have learned in class 7th and 8th, I think, right? Parasites are obviously dependent upon hosts. For example, beta, in most of the platyhelminths, the parasites are endoparasites. They are endoparasites. Endoparasite. That means they are found inside the body, beta. They are found inside the body of the host. Okay, they are found inside the body of the host, right? Example, well-known example which is present in your body, beta. Tinea. Tinea. Also called as beta tapeworm. Okay, so tinea is an example of an endoparasite which is present inside the body of the host. Example, it's also called as tapeworm, right? So beta, habit and habitats clear. What is it? Terrestrial, aquatic and free living parasites. Next is level of organization now. So level of organization here beta is organ level of organization. That means in Porifera, what did we see? Cells, right? Just the cells are present. Cellular, you will say that cellular level of organization is present in Porifera, right? Then we came to Coelenterata. In Coelenterata also what we had? We had cellular, right, and tissue level of organization, right? So here also beta, now we come to platyhelminths. In platyhelminths, what is happening? They have organ level of organization. That means cells. Cells, a group of cells is present which is forming a tissue. Then tissues, many tissues are there which are together coming up and forming what beta? Organ, right? So they have organs inside their body which are performing all the necessary functions. Then germ layer beta, triploblastic. Triploblastic means what? All the three layers are present. Ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. All the three layers are present: ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm. But still in coelom we are saying it acoelomate. In the previous phylums we had studied that they were all diploblastic, na? Right? डिप्लोब्लास्टिक में क्या होता है बेटा? एक्टो एंड एंडो. मेसोडर्म होती ही नहीं है. अगर मेसोडर्म ही नहीं होगी, मेसोडर्म will be absent, then what will happen? Obviously coelom will not be able to form, because coelom is mesodermal in origin. That means it requires the mesoderm layer to form. But if mesoderm layer is absent, that means coelom will be absent. Right? So, but in this case, with the germ layers, all the three germ layers are present: ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm. Right? So they are what? They are totally known as acoelomates. What is the reason? Because here beta mesoderm is present, but it is unable to divide. It is unable to divide. Right? It is unable to divide. So that is why it is not forming any coelom, and that is why in the coelom point we are saying it is an acoelomate. Then comes body plan beta. Again it is blind sac body plan. Blind sac body plan means what? Means that they have only one opening. Okay, blind sac means only one opening for the entry and the exit of all the food material. Right? Then bilateral symmetry was seen for the first time in Platyhelminthes. Very important feature. Bilaterally symmetrical. This is the first time we are seeing bilaterally symmetrical in any phylum. So it's very important to remember that symmetry, bilateral symmetry was seen for the first time in Platyhelminthes. Okay. Now next point. Segmentation, again absent, and notochord again absent because it is a non-chordate. Fine. Now beta, these free living parasites, it just got erased a bit. These free living parasites, but these have some other features as compared to the aquatic form, as compared to the terrestrial form. Okay, what are the additional features? Now let me tell you beta. I told you that platyhelminths can be of three types. They can live in water, they can live on land, and they can live inside the host. Okay, so those which are living inside the host, they are known as parasites. Simple, right? Now I am telling you there are certain additional features also which the parasites have, but the aquatic and the terrestrial forms not have. They do not have any special characteristic like these parasites have. Okay, so beta, I am giving you an example. Let me just erase all this and let me draw the diagram for you all. Okay, so beta, the free living parasites, I am just drawing the diagram. This is the diagram of beta what? I just told you the name. This is the diagram of an organism which lives inside your body. What is the name? It is an endoparasite. Yes, this is the tapeworm, Taenia. Okay, beta? This is the Taenia. I am just drawing so that you understand the basic features, beta, of the particular organism which are present in this phylum. Okay, what special features do they have? Okay, beta. So this is what? This is the Taenia. Okay, also called as tapeworm. Fine. Now another one which I am drawing here, beta. This will be. Let me just draw it first. This will be beta fasciola. Okay. This is fasciola. These both beta, they are the examples of what? They are the examples of platyhelminthes. platyhelminths. Okay. Second one is the fasciola. It has two features. This is the anterior portion. This is the ventral portion. Okay, the anterior and the this is the anterior portion. This is the ventral portion. Okay. Now special features. Number one special features is the presence of hooks. Okay. Hooks are used for beta attachment. Okay. Attachment. Hooks are present for attachment. Then suckers. Suckers beta for sucking out all the nourishment. For their nourishment, suckers are present. Some of them beta, they also have a thick tegment. A thick tegment. What will be the function of this tegment beta? Tegment means a thick layer is present so that the enzymes which are present, they cannot act on it. Okay, due to the presence of thick tegment. And another characteristic feature is beta, they can absorb nutrition through their body wall. Absorb nutrition through their body wall. So these are the features. Now, Taenia, tapeworm. What features are present in this beta? It has hooks and suckers both. It has hooks and suckers. Both are present here in beta, Taenia. And this has sucker, the ventral sucker and the anterior sucker. So only and only suckers are present in case of fasciola. Okay, just the suckers are present in fasciola, and hooks and suckers both are present in case of Taenia, that is the tapeworm. Right? Now these two again are special features. Thick tegment prevents the action of enzyme, right, from acting on them. And the last one is they absorb nutrition through their body wall. So this is also one additional feature. Now one important point beta. It's not mandatory that every one of the free living parasite will have these features. Some either have hooks, some have suckers, some can have both, some can have none. So it depends, right? It is not mandatory that all these free living parasites, they have these features. Some of them can have, some of them can have just one, some of them can have just two, right? Suckers and hooks दोनों में भी हो सकते हैं, किसी एक में भी हो सकते हैं, right? So it depends. Fine. Now these two are the diagrams which I have drawn. This one is of the Taenia, this one is of the fasciola. These both are coming under the category of platyhelminths. Okay, so in the next video we will come up with the physiological features also, right? So stay tuned. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Like all the videos beta. If you are seeing all the videos, press the like button and also press the bell icon so that you get a notification whenever I upload the video. Fine. So make sure you are here for the next video, and we will be studying the physiological features. Any problems, any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. I will be happy to help. Right? So stay tuned beta. Until then, take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.